Hey guys, welcome aboard. This is Angel. Today we're gonna be tackling the CTF. This is an easy CTF. Exploit a vulnerable web application and solve misconfigurations to gain root privileges. So I'm intrigued. I just felt like hacking today. I didn't want to go through any walkthrough room. So I'm just gonna do this. I have not checked any walkthrough. I have not checked anything. I just filtered this by the difficulty, which was easy because I want to get accustomed to just capturing some flags again. So that's it, guys. So I'm just a black box here. Okay, so let's go through this with me and we'll see where we get to. Okay, this was probably one of the newest ones, so yeah. Okay, let's deploy our machine. I will just quickly also connect to the VPN from TryHackMe. So Steamux cd TryHackMe sudo open VPN, and then the name of my VPN, the password, and then cd TryHackMe save, and then sudo save, and then the name of the IP that is gonna be shown here. Okay, so that's it. So what do we have? Boot to root. So I guess we have to get the user flag and the root flag, right? So please wait up to 5 minutes for the machine to boot up properly. Submit both the user and root flags to complete the room. Okay, so we just basically have to capture the flag. This is a web application. I will be doing my best. Oh, this was 2 days ago. This is quite recent. I don't even know if there's a walkthrough for this. There's probably not a walkthrough here, not an official write-up, but we'll try to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so that's it. We've already booted up, connected to the VPN. Okay, we got the IP that we're gonna be playing with, 216. Okay, yes. Okay, now let's ping it just to check that our connection with the machine is good. Let's see, do we receive anything? 10.10.2.3.216. Okay, they did say that please wait up 5 minutes for the machine to boot up properly. Okay, so there's packet loss. I would assume it is because of that. So let's give it a couple more minutes. I've forgotten some stuff, you know. Okay, so let's just go ahead and make there, and then, oh no. Yeah, do I have a CTF solder? Not really, right? So let's just make there, and then the name of our machine or room, which is creative. And then let's go to creative, and then let's readme.md. Okay, so damn, there are some open, what is this? Okay, some scripts from previous machine that I've done. Oh, this was back when I was doing buffer overflow. Okay, I never did close them, right? No, okay, this is the one I'm gonna be working on right now. This is my TMX configuration. I close without saving, and then this. Okay, okay, so that's it. We're good to go. Okay, so what do I want to do? So I also wanted to check up how to save an nmap scan save to file, right? I've just forgotten how to do this. Oh, it was with the -o command, I think. -on. Okay, okay, -on. Files back. Okay, sure. Let's try to ping it now, just to see if we're able to interact with this machine. Yes, okay, looks like it's now working just fine. So let's copy the IP and access it on the web. Let's see what we get. Creative.thm. Okay, could it be that they want me to add this to the etc hosts? Could be, right? Okay, let's just run a quick nmap scan. Yeah, let's see. Is it gonna take forever? Hopefully it's not. Okay, and then creative thm. Okay, I also want to, so let's sudo bin. I had this from the previous machine. If I request a smuggling. Okay, so I'm gonna add this 216, and then I'm gonna link this to creative.thm just to see if this will allow me to interact with the machine or the website. Okay, so that's it. Oh, we've already scanned this. There's an SSH port open on port 22. There's probably an NGX server running here. Yes. Okay, so how do we grab a full hold of this? Okay, yeah, basically the etc hosts. If I added it, and then it allows me to access the website. So we can see a little website here. There's a home section, a service section, portfolio, contact. Where's the blog? Okay, are these links working? No, not working. Okay, so what do I notice here? The first thing I notice is, okay, there's a button here. This does take me to another place, and there's a form here. We could try something with this. Looks interesting. Example text area, form control. Yeah, sure. Default outline rounded. Okay, let's just get back. Our service. Yeah, corporation smell. Yeah, this is just some lorem ipsum text. Yeah, so far I don't see nothing here. Oh, there's a form, another form here. So does it work? Password? Why password? What do you mean? Get in touch and you're asking me for a password? I want to get in touch. Let's see what happens. I really should check this with Burpsit, but I just want to give it a try right now. There's a content message I want to, okay. So apparently there's something going on in the back end, right? So let's just, I want to check, oh, sorry. I don't want to check this on the bottom, but on the right. Page navigation, sure. Container, sure. Okay, so is there something else? Like, what I'm looking for here is just anything. Maybe some credentials. I'm assuming that if I will need to get the user flag and that root flag, I will need to SSH into this server, right? The server that's hosting this website. So I'm looking for some credentials or something that could lead me to that place. So we'll see. Example model content, sure. HTTP, there's a YouTube video here. Okay, apparently there's nothing here, apparently. So what I'm gonna do is let's run a Go Booster, right? Let's see if there are some other directories here that we're not seeing right now. So Go Buster, yeah, probably with the big. Yeah, sure, we can try with the big. And then we're gonna put in the IP of our machine here. It's 10.203.216. Oh, guys, I have like an hour to get at least the user flag. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my streak from TryHackMe, which I don't intend to do. So we'll see. I guess not big. Probably medium should do. What? Okay, big it is. What? Ten 2 3 2 1 6. Okay, it's saying that there's an error. Status code that matches the prop from non-existent. This is weird. Could it be that you're asking me to put in the name here, which is creative.thm? Let's see. Oh yeah, that was it. Okay, guys, let's wait up and see what we get from this. What else will we get? Yeah, so the Linmap scan did just give us only 2 ports that were open. One was for Nginx, which is the one hosting this web application that we can see. This is basically a landing page. There are some forms there that I would like to see how they're behaving on Burp. So, but just first, let's go through the GoBuster Dirt and see from there. So that's that. CPE, sure. 10%. Okay. Right, let's check the website again. Let's see if we can. In components, do we see anything in components? No, just some divs containing the elements that they have. A header. How does this work? Get create file. Okay, this failed. Password fields present and unsecured. Okay, so this does not have an HTTPS or SSL certificate, right? So that's why. So is there any login info that you could be asking from users here? What if I go to login? Not found. Okay. And then CRM is also for more resource. Okay. So I'm guessing I want to check how this works. Let's just wait for this to finish running so we can insert barb suit in this. I guess these links don't work, right? JavaScript void. Okay, privacy, Lauren Gibson, 2024. Inspector. Could there be anything here? Core, vendors, section, container, the footer. Nothing on the footer. Nope. Nothing on the footer. Nope. Okay. Let's see what GoBuster gives us. It's 37% still. Still running. So let's see from here. There's a div here. Item center. I don't see any form. Like the only two forms that I do see here are this one, which is weirdly asking for a password to get in touch. What do you mean asking for a password? This connection is not secured, so why are you asking for a password? I don't get that. Okay, but that and the one from components, right, where we have this little form here. Where was it? Yeah, here. So inputs. So let's say I don't know, let's play around with this. There are buttons here, default outline rounded with icon. Okay, my image test. Oh, let's just put it john.com. The date, let's just say 24. Read only input here. Okay, but I'm not able to see. Disable input here. Example select and select to example multiple select. Okay, these are just examples, right, for inputs. It's not like they're probably just allowing me to do this, but there's no send button. So I guess this form is discarded, right? Drop downs is basically just a CSS library, right? Where you can use these items. Okay, badges. Sure. So none of them work if you click on them. Danger. So this is basically just the components they have. Okay. So let's go to the home page. Hopefully, okay, there's this folder, 301 assets. Okay, let's check that out, but it's forbidden. Weird. Okay, let's do the classic. What? Well, I don't want to see no walkthrough. Go to not Jad. I'm using the big dictionary word list. Let's see what up. So is there something here? Nginx Ubuntu forbidden. to access. Probably here users login. What? Why are you taking me away from this? What are you talking about? What's the meaning of this? You are so not letting me. Okay, only if I put in. So if I put this and then robots.txt. Okay, still redirects me to this. Assets. Forbidden. Now if I check this out, there's nothing here. Okay. Okay, finished. You only did get me the assets folder, so now I'm lost. I don't know what to do now. Am I dumb? Probably am. Let's just run burp suit to check out how this form is interacting, what it's sending and what it's not sending. So we'll see. So let's just say test.com. Password of password. This is a message warning you of my ransomware if you don't pay up. Okay, so okay, this didn't give me anything, guys. It's weird because I was expecting something. Okay, so we are gonna just open burpsuit. Yes, it's here. Okay. Then yes, I want a temporary project, use defaults, sure. Now basically I want to turn on open the browser. Open browser. So if we go here, should take me to the creative.thm. So okay. It's already loaded, so we're gonna intercept some, then we're gonna reload this. And then see what up, right? So there's a host YouTube post request. Okay, you forward this and then you get this, close. Okay, forward this and that's it, right? It loads. Okay, then you get this, embed. What is this? If I go through, if I go to this, okay, did not copy. So what is this? Not found again. Okay, not a rent. Forward, lock, forward. What is this? Could this take me somewhere? Not really. There's a post request to Google internal. Okay. And this is just for me loading the website, right? So if I send that, if I forward this, I get an API. Okay. Session token forward. If event fails, client B. Sure. Google. Okay. I don't know what that is. It looks like a dictionary or a hash. Forward. Okay, now it finished loading. I got nothing. Okay, now let's do something else. I want to basically interact with this. So if I just send you a test.test.com password testing ransom, then let's see what up, right? Forward. Okay, if I go here, then we capture something here. Okay, there's a key, a JSON key, Chromium, which is the browser we're using. Testing ransom, sure. Accept text, okay. And then what? Forward. Okay. I'm not able to get to anywhere, guys. I don't know why. Page ID for this in this form. Internal will create, sure. Okay. Nope. Google internal. Nope, really. I'm not sure what to do, guys. So when I'm stuck like this, I'm not gonna go pretend I'm a huge hacker. I'm gonna go, not gonna go just, you know, pretending I've not ever watched a walkthrough. I mean, I haven't. Creative, try, but I don't mind watching if I get stuck like I have right now. I haven't found anything, so I just want a clue. Walkthrough, creative, TryHackMe walkthrough. Great, the hiker. Okay, let's check it out. This dude hacked this machine and many more at TryHackMe. Port scan. So we start off with a net map, which I did, right? He also got 2 ports open. Okay. So then the scan shows that the SSH is in port 22 and a web server in port 80. We also see a domain name creative.thm, so we can add that to our etc hosts. Okay. We've already done that. I'm not going to bother you with the details of this website. This is just static HTML. No robots.txt, which I also checked for. Nothing in the source code, I also checked for that. And GoBuster only finds assets, which leads to a 403 forbidden message. Let's look for any subdomains. Okay. How do you look for subdomains, my brother? Okay, being quark subdomains. I'm just gonna take note of that command because I don't think I have used that one before. So yeah, that's what happens. So let's go bastard there. Oh no, bhost. The minus u http creative.thm minus w user share sec lists, then discovery, then DNS, then bquack, subdomain top 10 minus append with double p, don't forget that, append domain minus t 40, right? So I just want to understand this. I'm gonna copy this, and then I wanna open my Obsidian, and then I wanna Linux for instance enumeration, right? So we go buster. This command performs a check on the subdomains of a web app. So this is go master vhost minus u, yeah. Discover DNS network subdomains. Okay. So that's what we're doing right now. Let's run this and see what up. Okay, it does find that. So let's see where that takes us, right? I'm gonna stop watching this. I learned something new today, so I didn't know that I could use go master vhost to just look for subdomains, so that's good. Okay, so we're gonna just go there. We can always also stop the verb set. It's off. And then we can go here, 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 here. And then we can go to, which is beta.creative.thm. Okay. So beta.creative.thm. We're having trouble? Don't tell me that. Could it be that you're asking for the IP instead of creative? No. Why is it not working then? I got something. Beta.creative.thm. So if I go to beta.creative.thm, okay, so if I go to creative.thm, okay, this does take me to this place, but if I put the beta before, what the heck happened? Beta before. What the heck? Why is it that this happens to me? Okay, with the S we got a different behavior. Okay. Not really. So how does he do access GoBuster finds the better? Again, we can add it to our. Okay, we have to add this. Okay, that's why. Damn. Sudo vim etc hosts Kali. Yeah, then 10.203.216 and then beta.creative.thm. Okay, and then we should be able to access that, right? Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. It's not HTTPS, there's no HTTPS. Yes! Okay, we find something, URL tester. This page provides a functionality that allows you to test a URL to see if it is live. Enter URL in the form below and click submit to test it. Enter URL. Google.com would say. That. So it's everything that for you. Okay. Do we find anything in the source code here? Not really. That also. Okay. Let's get back to this. And let's see how this is working on verbset, right? So intercept zone. Now if we go to here, okay, yeah, forward everything up until I can see my. Okay, so now if I send google.com, I get an HTTP post request for the Google. So then what are you doing after this? Forward. Are you serious? Is that it? That. Okay, if I send this to the repeater, and then send, and then we'll receive this. URL tester. Then we send. Okay. Because we can stop forward. Okay. This is weird, guys. I still don't know what to do from here. I don't know what the interaction of this form is. So let's just go through this. Let's look at any subdomains. Okay. We already found this, we added to our EDC hosts, and then this page does a pretty good job of explaining what it does. Let's see if we can hit our local machine with it. We'll create a file called index with random text in it. Then we can host this file on a web server and submit your IP as a URL. Okay. Simply hosting a malicious PHP script doesn't actually do anything, since the website just displays the source page of page requests. Finally decided to use this vulnerability to enumerate the machine further. If we make a request to HTTP localhost via the website, we get the HTML of creative.thm website. Okay. What if we try localhost port to see if there are any other HTTP servers that are not accessible from outside? To do this quickly, I use a custom Python script. It's totally possible to do via burp suite intruder, but it works very slowly with the free version of burp. Here's the Python script. Okay. Import request, import URL, live, parse, concurrent features. Okay. let's see if we can hit our machine with this, right? So the page does a really good job of explaining what it does. Let's see if we can hit our local machine with it. I will create a file called index with random text in it. Sure, so let's create a vim. Okay, CTF, TryHackMe, and then it's, what was the name of this room again? Creative. And then if I vim a file named index.html, and then just put in this is a test. Okay, so then if we get index, we have this. So what I can do, then we can host this file on the web server and submit our IP. Okay, so python -m http.server, and then on port 80. So we're basically serving this file. Then if we hit our own, if config, what is our IP address? 10.6.61.124. So if I go to http 10.6.61 then 124, and then I want to retrieve this index HTML. This is the test. This does access that. So okay, interesting. It gives me access to this. So then the server reaches back to us and grabs the index HTML file. At this point, I spent some time reading about SSRF attacks and how to escalate them to RCE, but couldn't really make anything work. Okay, simply hosting a malicious PHP script doesn't actually do anything, since the website just displays the source of page requested. Finally, I decided to use this vulnerability to enumerate the machine further. If we make a request to HTTP localhost via the website, okay, what if we do that? Localhost. Okay, we get the HTML code from our landing page, right? Okay. Yeah, we get the offer the creative. Yes, we do. What if we try local port to see if there are any other HTTP services that are not accessible from outside? Okay, because this is a way to test if we have access to something from the inside, right? Okay, so that's interesting. So let's go here, and he basically wrote a simple script for this, right? To this quickly, I'll use a custom Python script. This is totally possible to do via Burp Intruder, but it works very slowly with the free version of Burp. Here's the Python script. So okay, so we're gonna try HackMe creative, and then let's subble, or just subble. It's good. Python, no, script.py, right? So then here, import requests, and then import URL lib.parse, then from concurrent.features import thread pool executor, and then we have this function here, send post request, and then you're going to be sending 3 parameters: the URL, the payload, and some headers. Okay, try response is going to be equal to requests dot post URL, data equal payload, headers equal headers, and then content length equal response dot headers dot get content length. If content length is different than 13, check if content length isn't 13. Okay, then if this, we print f post request to URL with payload returned status code response status code content length Ooh. Content length. Okay. Now we have it. And then accept requests dot exceptions dot request exception as e, and then print error sending post request e. Okay. Def main base URL http beta creative.thm headers, and then host. Okay, and it's gonna be beta.creative.thm. There's a comma here. Then, so these are just some headers that I understand he grabbed from the verb suite. So I can just copy and paste them, right? I don't need to just go through the hassle of writing all this. Okay, so we got that. And then, using thread pool executor to run 20 threads concurrently with thread pool executor max workers equals 20 as executor, and then for port number in range of 1 to 65 536. Okay, URL equals f http localhost port number payload f URL http and this 3a this again 2f this again 2f localhost 3a port number executor submit send post request base URL headers. So then if name equals main, then you call main function, right? Hopefully this is correct. This is good. Hopefully I don't want to write this again. So now this might look a bit scary, but there's really not much to the script. Okay, and now since I want to understand this better, before proceeding, I'm gonna just ask ChatGPT to can you explain to me the following Python script? Okay. The Python script is designed to send post requests to a range of localhost ports concurrently using multi-threading. Let's break down the script step by step. Import request. This library allows making HTTP requests easily. URL lift.parse. This module provides functions to manipulate URLs and URL components. Thread pool execute. This is from the concurrent features module and is used for running multiple threads concurrently. Function definitions. Send post request. This function sends a post request to a given URL with provided payload and headers. It checks the response's content length header and prints information about the request, including a status code and content length. Okay. Main functions. This is the main function of the script. Base URL. This variable stores the base URL to which the post request will be sent. And which was that? Okay, the beta creative. Okay, then the headers. This dictionary contains the HTTP header that will be included in the request. Then the thread pool executor. This context manager is used to create a pool of worker threads for concurrent execution of tasks. And then there's a for loop. This loop iterates over a range of port numbers from 1 to 65,535. Inside the loop URL, this variable constructs the URL by appending the current port number to. Okay. Yes, you're appending the current. Okay, and then the payload. This variable constructs the payload for the post request. It's URL encoded. It's URL encoded includes the constructed URL with the current port number. It includes what? The constructed URL along with the current port number. This method submits a callable. I don't understand the payload part. So it says this variable constructs the payload for the post request. It's URL encoded and includes the constructed URL with the current port number. I don't quite get the payload variable. How is this working? Okay, the payload variable is constructed to be used as the data to be sent in the post request. Let's break down how it's constructed and what each part means. So URL, this part is a parameter key indicating that the following value is the URL. Okay, so this is gonna be the URL supposedly. And then HTTP and this is the URL encoded representation of HTTP // okay, so this is just the URL encoded. Okay, until then we're good. And then localhost, I bet it's not it's localhost. This appears to be a misspelling of localhost. Okay, yeah, indeed. And then then the 3A, this represents the URL encoded, or okay, that character of this. Okay. Okay, port number, this is a placeholder that will replace by the current port number in the loop iteration. And then 3A. Okay. Okay, I understand now. And then the executor submits the send post, request base URL, payload, and send the headers. Okay, I understand. Now this might look a bit scary, but there's really not much to the script. We will loop through every port number from 1 to and send this to the as the post body to HTTP beta query. The script will then print out only responses that don't return a content length of 13, since that's the content length of the response we get from the server for something it couldn't connect to. So for something they couldn't connect to. What? We'll look through every port number, yes, and send that as the post body to, yeah, okay, sure, so you're gonna be trying to post that. The script will then print out only responses that don't return a content length of 13, since that's the content length of the response we get from the server for something it couldn't connect to. Okay, so you're only gonna be giving us things that we can't actually connect to. As for the headers that you see in the script, it's just the headers I copied from a request I captured with burp. Now we can run the script. So okay, so let's save this, and then if we go to our weekend Python, and then script terminated string content length. What? Which line? Line 10. Print of post requests to URL with body content length. That's all good. What are you talking about? And then stats returned status scope and payload URL with payload. What do you mean? So probably this one here. Is that it? Let's go again. Nope. What? I'm gonna copy and paste this just to avoid repeating myself. Okay, now what? Okay, now it runs. Okay. Well, there's not much to this script. We'll then print out to turn the content length after since that's the content length of the response we get from the server, something you can connect to. So, okay. As for the headers that you see in the script, it's just the headers I copied. Yeah, now we can run the script. We can see that port A returns a different content length. Yeah, 80 returns a different content length indeed, which is expected. However, port 1337 also doesn't return a content length of 13. So if we go to this localhost 1337, what do we get? Well, we get a directory here. This is an interesting directory. So, okay, bingo, we get another web service that seems to have directory. Are we able to navigate through this? Let's see, I click on home, not found. Okay, don't worry. So we have another web service that seems to have directory listing enabled. To better understand how it works, try hosting one yourself. You can do that by navigating to the directory in your Kali and running Python. Then when you browse to this, you should see a directory listing of your entire file system. Exposing your entire file system on a web server is totally unsafe, so only do this in a safe lab environment. So if the file system is hosted here, maybe we can access. Oh yeah, indeed, it's cpasswd. So let's try that. Come on, what's happening? Okay. Nope. I just want to this one here, but it's cpasswd. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay, so we get some users, so we can find the sad user. So let's just save this here. Readme username sad. We don't seem to get any password from this. So where should we look for it? So I read from it was you have to basically just copy the SSH key. So where is that stored? Well, it's under sat and then SSH key, right? Something like that, if I'm not mistaken. No, sad, yeah, home sad.ssh and then ID_RSA. And this should give us their key. Okay. Private key. So we should get that, and then after that, bingo, let's save the key to our machine and try to log in. So SSH. Okay, so we're gonna be saving this key to our machine, right? So sure, I can copy this. Let's save it first. And then I can. Oh, I can cancel this already. So then I can subl and then ID RSA, right? This is the key. We save it, close it. Then if we do a cat, okay, there we get the key. So now if we want to SSH using that particular key into sad at creative.thm, what happens then? You want to continue connecting? Yes. Permission denied. Permanently added creative list of warning unprotected private key file. the key is protected with a passphrase. We can try to use John to crack passphrase. First, we need to translate the key into a hash that John can understand. So ID RSA SSH to John, ID RSA, and then 4 for John. It's not a valid private key file. What do you mean? Okay, yeah, they didn't ask me for, so I probably did something wrong. Oh, okay, subl ID RSA, and then I also copied the first line, which is not needed for this. So if I save this and then cat ID RSA, okay, now it looks cleaner. So if I try to do this again, this should prompt me for a passphrase. Permission denied. It's required that your private key files are not accessible by others. Okay, what do you mean? Subl ID RSA. Okay, probably there was a little thingy there. Okay. ID RSA. Still not letting me add permissions. I don't get that. It's not asking for a passphrase for a key. ID minus RSA. So why is that? I did get this correctly, did I not? Digging. Okay, so if I sudo remove ID RSA, Kali, subl, yeah, so if we copy this, okay, then we can close this, and then we can check the permissions we have on that. So read, so okay, schmod minus x, no, 777 ID RSA. Okay, so okay, read, write, execute. Okay, it's all good now. So I guess if I just do this and then try to paste this, permissions for are too open. Okay. Permissions denied. Okay, sudo remove ID RSA. Okay, now we can subl ID RSA again. Then we can paste this copy. Let's see if it now lets us work. Permissions yours for ID are too open. What do you mean? Okay, so how to remove the permissions, right? How to remove the permissions from my ID RSA to stop receiving that error. Okay, so it will be chmod 600 ID RSA. So now okay, but now I get this. Here are some steps you can take. No. So if we use the second key to open, so if we do small 600 and then next time permission denied. I don't get why I'm getting that. Okay. Got having a problem with the key. Don't get this. I don't know why I'm getting this error. Am I gonna give up? I'm not. Okay, looks like we have formatted it right. Hopefully. Okay, so now I guess I just went to Schmot 600 on ID RSA. Now I just want to access the SSH with this key, and hopefully this prompts me for fucking. Damn it, I'm losing it. Alright guys, this machine was actually better than me. Sorry, I failed you all. Guys, I just couldn't quit. That's not me. So it's been like 30 minutes since I've stopped recording. But I found what was missing. I mean, why it was not generating. So I had to basically just right click, view page source, and then I would get this formatted beautifully. So then I just basically, what I did is I just went here, I just created, okay, so now it's asking me for a passphrase, which I don't know, I don't have, right? But what I did was Vim ID RSA, then it got me into Vim, then I got into insert mode, and then just Control plus Shift plus B, and then I pasted the whole thingy, then I quit, and then I just basically ran the Schmot for the permission management, and I was able to actually have this ask me for a passphrase. So from now, I guess I can move on to the John repair. Yeah, right. The key is protected with the passphrase, as we saw. We can try to use John to correct the passphrase. First, we need to translate the key into a hash that John can understand. So we got our key, so we're going to SSH to John ID for John, right? So now, if we do a cat for John, so they can understand this. Okay, that should be better. Now I can try to crack it with the rock to text. Okay, so if we use John minus word list user shared word list, and then rock you, and then where are we going to perform this? In this new file that we've just created for John. So this will be iterating over this to find a passphrase, right? Press Q or Control Word, almost any other key for status. Okay, sure. Wonderful. Okay. So let's see what we get. Okay, looks like it's still doing its thingy. Damn, guys. This was absolutely at the sweetness. Sweetness is the freaking passphrase. So, okay, no. Wait up. Don't get too excited, Angel. Come on. So if I just sample readme, then okay, no, I forget. So passphrase is sweet what? Sweetness. So okay, sweetness. Okay, so we got a fast phrase. So now if we try to do this again, right, and then we put in the passphrase sweetness, we're able to log in, right? So let's say I want to get that flag user text, jank it, and then paste in here. We got our flag. We got ourselves a flag, guys. That's sweet. Okay, so what else? Now we have to escalate our privileges, right? So let's keep going on the walkthrough, yeah, that I was following. We now have the passphrase for the key. The user flag can be found here. We already found it. And then the privilege escalation thingy. So first thing first, let's check sudo -l since it's a low hanging fruit. That's what I would do as well. Sudo -l. Then okay, they're asking me for the passphrase sweetness. Yes, we're able to what? Oh, we don't have the password, right? So we have no password. We don't have SAT's password. We can try to see if we can reuse the same password. Yeah, what I would do is just cat bash history, and then from here, okay, so we are able to retrieve their password. Okay, sad. And then we jank this, then we can copy this here, passphrase, password. Okay, we got the password, guys. That's sweet. Okay, so now I guess sudo -l, and then we can paste the password, and it tells me, okay, entries for sad malware. User said may run the following commands on malware. User bin ping. If I understand correctly, there's nothing you can do from just being able to execute with sudo the ping command. So what else? A good place to look for passwords is inside the history files. Let's check the bash history file inside SAT's home directory, and we find a password. Using this password, we can now run sudo -l. We can see that SAT can run ping as root, but that doesn't really help us, right? As ping isn't a binary that can be abused to escalate our privileges. You can kind of understand that from the fact that ping doesn't have an entry on CTF bins, but there is one very important part in the output from sudo -l, which you might have missed if you haven't used it for privilege escalation before. So it's this one, environment keep ld. What's this? By simply googling ld preload, we get our answer. So what is this? Right? Let's get our answer. What is ld preload trick? You can use to force. Oh, I came across a reference to recently. I suspect this might be it, but I don't know for sure. If you set ld to the path of a shared object, that file will be loaded before any other library, including the C runtime. So the run allows with your special malloc implementation do this. Okay, kinda get it. ld preload is an optional environment, but it is used to set load shared libraries to a program or script. That means we can set the value of the preload environment variable for a program to tell the program to load the mentioned libraries in its memory before starting. Okay, now if we search for ld underscore preload privilege escalation, we get this article. It is privilege escalation using preload lab setup environment key preload. Yeah. To exploit such type of vulnerability, we need to compromise victims' machine at once, then move to privilege escalation phase. Suppose you successfully logging into victims' machine through SSH. Now for post-exploitation, type sudo -l command to detect it. And notice the highlighted environment variable will work as sudo. Okay, let's generate a C program file inside temp directory. So if we go to cd temp, and then bim is my preferred, and then we're just generating a C program file. So let's include studio.h, then include systypes.h, okay, and then include stdlib.h, and then void init. Okay, it's been a long time since I've written some C code. And set environment ld reload. Okay, and then set git 0, set uid also to 0, and system bin bash sh close. Okay, we got it. Then save it as shell.c inside tmp. I already did that. So if I do cat shell, I can see that it is as they wanted me to have it, right? On set environment ld preload. Yeah, this, yeah, we got it right, I think. So as discussed, let's compile it to generate a shared object with O extension like ysdll file in the Windows operating system, hence type following. Okay. So if we do gcc -f pic -shared -o shell.so shell.c -no start files. So this should generate as a set get 0. This is correct. Implicit declaration of function. Okay, implicit declaration set uid, sure. ls -l shell.so Okay, this is all the information we have on this, so we go sudo ld reload temp shell.so find. Sorry, user side is not allowed to execute user being find as root and malware. Okay, but what is he able to execute? I think it was ping, right? Yeah, so ping was the thing that he was able to execute according to the sudo ls, so I guess we got sudo privileges. Yes, we did. So if we, where am I? Okay, let's go to root.txt, yank this, or copy this, in other words. And now we finally completed our machine, guys. This was like a headache to me, guys. It took me like 2 hours to get to the bottom of this, an hour and a half, you know. And I also lost a half an hour just trying to figure out how to actually copy the correctly formatted ID RSA key, you know. This was quite a run, guys. I just wasn't able to do it on my own, even though it did say easy. So I still have a long path to go, you know, just to get back on my momentum and get back on all the goodies that you have to know from for you to capture actual flags, you know. So I needed the help of write-ups. I hope this doesn't bother you none, because I am learning myself, you know. I'm trying to become a better pen tester. I'm gonna be looking at write-ups as soon as I need them, not to waste too much time on this. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for sticking around. Peace.